My name is Bill Noggle. Today I want to talk to you about testing your motherboard, especially if you buy a used motherboard or even if you buy a new motherboard. You can test it before you install it into your computer case like this. My website is right here, nogglecomputerservice.com, and I do free computer repair, no labor charge. You pay for your parts only or software or whatever you need to buy. And I do this in the Mansfield, Ohio area. So if you live in that area, I can help you out. If you don't, sorry, I'm local. All right, I want to talk to you about how to test your motherboard. Let's get a picture of the motherboard here so I can show you. This is an old motherboard. So it's not going to have everything on it that I want, but I'll tell you what you need to do. You put your motherboard on something that's going to be anti-static because you don't want no problems with it. And you got to make sure you have all the hookups. It's not in the computer case, it's just sitting on some foam anti-static that you can set it on so you don't ruin anything. So you start by hooking things up. You can see right here, this is your VGA. You hook that up to your monitor so you can see on your monitor if the computer boots into the BIOS. Next thing you need to do is put your RAM in. There's no RAM sticks in here. Got to put at least one stick in or it won't even turn on. This is your processor. This is an extremely old one. You'll have a normal processor, either an Intel or AMD, with a heat sink and a fan on top, and it'll be plugged into your motherboard. This is your power supply. You plug in your power supply here. Also, there'll be a 4-prong power supply that'll plug over here or here on the motherboard to get power to your processor. You got to have both of those plugged in. I'm the only two electricals you need plugged in. Here's your power supply. You plug that into the wall. Don't worry, it's not going to turn on yet. And you got everything set. You got your VGA plugged in for your monitor. You got your processor installed. You got your RAM installed. You got your power supply and your power supply for your CPU. You got all that installed and ready to go. And once you get that all done and your power supply is plugged into the wall, make sure if there's a button in the back, make sure it's turned on. Then you just take a screwdriver. And over here you got to look for your power pins. It'll say PW or something right there. And you just touch 2 pins across there. When you touch those 2 pins, it'll turn on. It should turn on if everything is working right on your motherboard and everything else. And when it turns on, you look on your monitor and it should boot right into the BIOS. And if it boots right into the BIOS, then your motherboard and everything that's attached to it is working fine. Now, if you turn on your power supply even before you turn on the computer by touching your power pins here, there should be a little green light on your motherboard. That's a good indication because that's telling you that the motherboard is functioning. So look for that as soon as you plug this in and turn it on in the wall. So that would be a good sign there. If you don't, that could be a bad sign that the motherboard's defective. If you power it on and you touch it, you'll actually see maybe a tiny spark when you touch those 2 pins with your screwdriver. And that's a good sign because then it's powering it on. If you don't get anything out of it, something's wrong. You could have bad RAM. You might want to replace the RAM. Start with the simple things like RAM. Next, you may have the wrong processor. Not all just because the processor fits in the motherboard, if it has the same socket, there are different sockets, but you can have the same socket and it could fit perfectly in there, but it won't be compatible to the motherboard. You got to look up online your motherboard, the name of it, put your numbers in, and find out the processors that are compatible with your motherboard. And then get one of those. Either you get a used one or a new one. A lot of people buy used stuff on eBay, or you can buy new stuff on Amazon. However you want to do it. But this is a good way to test and make sure everything is working before you go ahead and put it in the computer case and turn it on and find out nothing's working right. And then when it's down in the computer case, it's hard to work on. When it's sitting out like this, it's so much easier to work on them. Take the processor, take the heat sink and the fan off, take your processor back out, put another one in. It's easier to do the RAM. It's just so easy to hook everything up. And then when everything's right, you just, disconnect everything, turn your power supply off first, and then disconnect everything, and then put it into your computer case and screw it down. And you're ready to go. You got your desktop computer, and it's ready to go for you to use. And then you can put your Windows disk on and boot it into the disk and install Windows on it. So I just wanted to help you out and show you a quick and easy way to do it. This is a way that I've done it for many years, and I found great success with it. So just remember, you can go and test your motherboard. And if you need any help, go to my website, nagelcomputerservice.com. Send me an email, and I'll be glad to help you out with anything you need. You have a good day now.